Hey everybody, James Williams here. Just following up on all the Chip Kelly stuff from over the weekend. Obviously, his name was being tossed around as part of some different rumors or talks about joining some different coaching staffs. One including Dan Quinn over with the Washington Commanders as the offensive coordinator, and also talk of him being an offensive coordinator for Antonio Pierce and the Las Vegas Raiders. Obviously, both of those teams have now since have more or less kind of come to terms or are in talks of hiring someone other than Chip Kelly at this point. One that comes to mind is Cliff Kingsbury is going to be the offensive coordinator there for the Commanders. So an interesting couple of days for Chip Kelly and the UCLA football program. But as of now, it looks like Chip Kelly is going to be staying as the head coach, again, at least for now, with the UCLA football team. So what does that mean going forward for UCLA? A lot remains to be seen. But if Chip Kelly is staying, obviously there's still some work that's going to need to be done on this coaching staff. As I mentioned, the Las Vegas Raiders, they did not go ahead and bring in Chip Kelly as their offensive coordinator, but they do bring in associate head coach Deshaun Foster, who was the running back coach, and of course the associate head coach for the Bruins and also an alum. They bring him over to Las Vegas, and now he's going to be joining Britton Brown out there in Vegas. So just another um, position that Chip's going to have to fill on this coaching staff, right? They already need a tight ends coach. They're going to need some different analysts because a few of them have since moved on. Recruiting analysts, defensive analysts. You're also going to have to try and bring in now a running back coach, right? The running back position has been pretty solid for UCLA the last couple of years, and Deshaun Foster had been a big part of that. So obviously that was a really big loss. And again, as I mentioned in a previous podcast or in a previous video on my social media feeds, Deshaun Foster was someone I thought if they really needed someone to go to right away, and Chip Kelly was going to the NFL, I thought Deshaun Foster would have been that guy that the Bruins would have leaned on. But obviously, Deshaun Foster is the one who's now moving on. I remember we had him on the Believe in UCLA Football podcast sometime before the season started in 2023, and he had mentioned that one day he would like to be a head coach. So maybe this is him furthering his career and maybe working towards that next step of potentially becoming a head coach one day. So best of luck to him, obviously. Now we'll see what Chip Kelly does going forward.